Hello everyone, this is Ravneet Bala and I'll be taking up your cookie questions today. Questions with regard to baking healthy cookies at home without baking powder, soda, maida and refined sugar or chini. So I have already got a few questions from your end. I'll be answering those today. If some of the questions are unanswered or if you don't find an answer to your query, please post in comments so I can come up with another session and answer your queries. So let's get started with the first question. Okay, so the first question comes from Manjula Dutt. She wants to use quinoa flour in baking cookies, and she says that whenever she uses quinoa for baking cookies, they always turn bitter. So, can you help me get proper flour mix for cookies? Well, Manjula ji, if you are trying to bake with quinoa, the first point is that quinoa has a toxic coating. Uh, that is known as phytates, right? So if you buy quinoa whole, if you buy whole quinoa, you can make your own quinoa flour at home as I do. You can soak quinoa overnight and then discard the water and then make flour with that soaked grain, pseudo cereal per se. You can make your own quinoa atta at home and then use it for baking cookies. Those cookies will not turn out bitter. Your quinoa cookies turn out bitter because what you are getting from store means the store-bought stuff. You never know whether they are soaking quinoa or not. Otherwise, if you don't have time to make your own quinoa flour at home, what you can do is whenever you buy a batch of quinoa atta, you can dry roast it. Dry roasting will enhance the flavor of quinoa. It will impart a nutty flavor and then help you reduce the bitterness as well. So try out this tip and I'm sure it will help you. Quinoa cookies turn out really good and I have already posted 2 to 3 cookie recipes on my channel Ravneet Bala. So please do check out those recipes and they are without baking powder and soda. One recipe is vegan I guess and the another one is using ghee, one is with olive oil. So you can choose which one you want and both are without baking powder and soda and they turn out really brilliant, delicious cookies. So do check out those recipes and if you have any other query, please post in comments. So the next question comes from Suchitra Patra. She says, whenever I bake cookies for my toddler, it turns soggy or soft, not crunchy after one day. Even if I store in airtight container, I follow recipe as it is, still can't make good cookies. Please help with this. So the first question is, Suchitra, have you ever followed any of my recipes? If you have, then please post in comment what recipe have you followed. Then I can help you with that. Otherwise, I have a few baking tips with regard to baking crunchy or crispy cookies at home. So I'll be sharing those gradually here. Please wait for this session to complete. I'll be sharing those tips with you. I have already shared a cookie baking basics guide on my channel to bake healthy cookies without baking powder and soda, and those cookies remain crispy. Some of you have said that they remain crispy for at least 1 month. I don't bake cookies that long. I bake very small batches. As I always say, I bake for a week. That's it. I don't keep my cookies longer. So what's the fun in baking at home if you are baking them for 1 month, right? So because I tend to get bored very soon, so I need different flavors all the time. So I'm always experimenting with different flours and different flavors, of course natural flavors. So that's it. So I'll be sharing those tips with you. I'll review those tips with you soon. Please bear with me. And Mansi Maskevi has replied, bake at 150 degrees to 160 degrees for longer duration of time. Also keep liquids to minimum. Yes, this is perfect advice. And however, when it comes to baking cookies, There is no cookie cutter approach to baking cookies, right? So you need to follow specifics, you need to follow certain tips that can come in handy, that have always come in handy for me. Previously I was following some other steps, then I started I experimented with one cake recipe without baking powder and soda. The results gave me the confidence to jump into baking cookies without baking powder and soda, and I have never looked back. I have never added any raising agent to my cookies apart from some digestives. So those tips will come in really handy, and many of you have found those tips really useful in their baking journey, in their cookie baking journey. So I'm sure you will also find them useful. And yes, Gunisha, also some recipes say just mix the ingredients and knead, whereas some have creaming method. Is there a difference in the final texture? I mean, once the item is baked. Well, I suggest going with the creaming method because that is what gives me excellent results all the time, and that is exactly what you all have been following my recipes for. I am the one who says creaming method gives the best results. So please follow the creaming method, but use cold ghee, but use refrigerated ghee and butter. That will give you the perfect results in terms of crispness. And I always suggest never to knead the cookie dough, because kneading is something that results in gluten, and as far as cookies are concerned, we are not aiming for gluten formation because we don't want our cookies to be chewy. Gluten is what results in chewy texture. हमें रोटी देता है gluten, हम रोटी बनाते हैं, gluten gives it chewy texture, and we are not aiming for chewy cookies. We want our cookies to be crispy. So never ever knead your cookie dough, rather just combine all the ingredients, and you're good to go. You don't need to knead cookie dough. Never ever knead cookie dough as far as my cookies are concerned, and especially if you are not using any raising agents, never knead cookie dough, else you will end up with either soggy or chewy cookies, and that is not what you are aiming for, right? Now many of you ask, why do cookies turn chewy or soggy soon? Or how to make cookies crispy at home? Well, making healthy crispy cookies at home is really easy if you follow a few steps. There are 5 main steps to making cookies without baking powder and soda, sugar and maida. So if you are baking with ghee and butter, you're really good to go with these steps. So for my audience that uses ghee and butter for cookies, these steps are primarily for you, but if you are using coconut oil or butter, then you can follow the same steps as well. So the first step comes to aerating the dough. The first step is to sift the flours. Sifting of the flour using a sifter or channi, that you sift your dough for sift your flour for roti making. That is exactly what you can use, so you don't need to invest in a fancy sifter. So you can use the same. You can sift it at least once. If you sift it for longer, or if you sift it 2 or 3 times, this is number 1 tip to making cookies crispy. So you will come closer to making crispy cookies. The number 2 most important step is to use solid ghee or solid fat. Yes, because we will be creaming our fat with the sweetener. This step is essential to giving you crispy cookies. Creaming the butter with the, now somebody asked the amount of cream, the amount of fat and sweetener. So the amount that I prefer is 4 tablespoons of fat or ghee or butter or oil, and I often take 1/4 cup of sweetener, or 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoon, but you can take up to half cup of jaggery for 4 tablespoon of fat or ghee or butter, whatever fat you are using. So you can take 4 tablespoon of fat and half cup of sweetener, dry sweetener powder, that is powder. And you can start whip it until it creams. If you are using jaggery, the creamed mix will be really dark in color at the beginning, but as you whip it, as you continue to cream it, it will change to pale cream until it will become pale, and it will become fluffy as well. It will double in volume too. So that is the perfect way to get crispy cookies. So this is number 2, and it is the most essential tips. Then you will need to add liquid. So if you want to make naan katais, you can skip liquid in the recipe. You can bake naan katais with ghee alone, or fat alone. However, if you want to bake cookies crispy like the store-bought ones, then you will need to add at least 1 tablespoon of liquid. You can add liquid of choice. You can add the most common liquid is the most common liquid is milk. You may use milk, you may use water, or you may use curd as well. So these are for my audience that uses milk or dairy products. I will come to my vegan audience as well. So this is these steps. Even vegan audience can use water. If you are using coconut oil, for example, you can use water, or even you can use vegan curd too. So curd acts as an egg substitute in cookies, but the curd should be hung curd, or Greek yogurt as you say, without water. So because we don't want too much liquid in our cookies without baking powder and soda, so remember to strain your curd so that you can get hung curd, and then use 1 tablespoon only. If you're using butter, for the cookies, you can use up to 2 tablespoon of curd or liquid. But for ghee, 4 tablespoon of ghee and 1 tablespoon of liquid is makes an excellent combination. That's it. Number 4, right? Yes. Then comes mixing the flour with the creamed mix. ठीक है, mix it well. Mix it with a spoon or your hands. But the most important tip is not to knead it. You don't have to knead your cookie dough, because kneading is something that we do with our roti making. We don't want our cookies to turn chewy, because kneading results in gluten formation, and gluten gives us chewy rotis. And chewy cookies तो मुझे पसंद नहीं है. आपको पसंद है क्या? मुझे तो नहीं है. तो अगर chewy नहीं बनाना है cookies को, तो आप सिर्फ गैदर करो उसको. Just gather all the ingredients into dough, mix it with hands or even a spatula or spoon. Gather into dough, don't knead it, and you're good to go. Number 5 step is baking cookies at an even distance from each other at a lower temperature for longer. So the best ideal temperature for baking cookies is 160 degrees Celsius. And the timing might vary from one machine to another. If you're baking in an air fryer, for example, I bake in Prestige air fryer, so my cookies bake, if one set of my cookies bakes within 12 minutes, the same cookies might bake in 8 minutes in Philips air fryer or any other air fryer. So please try to learn your machine better. Try to understand your machine better. You know your appliance is functioning better than me. So the temperature should remain the same, but the timing will vary from one machine to another, from one appliance to another, even from one air fryer to another. And yes, you can follow the same steps to baking cookies on a stove top, in cooker or kadahi. And I have already posted some recipes of baking cookies in kadahi and cooker. So in that case you will need a sand or salt layer at the bottom. You will need to spread it at the bottom and then place a stand on top of that. Above that, place a stand, and on top of that you will need to place your cookie tray. And follow the same tip to place the cookies at an even distance from each other, because we want the air or the heat to circulate all around the cookies. So if you cluster them together, they will not bake properly. So always keep some distance between each cookie. This is an important step. Sometimes because when I started baking cookies, I would clump them together and bake, and then end up with the not so good results. So gradually you learn with experience. So you will also learn with experience. You can follow these tips, and I'm sure these will be really helpful. And then once your cookies are done, how do you know your cookies are done? Just keep a check on the edges of your cookies. If they look golden, number one tip is they are near about done. But if they look golden and they are still softer at the center, then they are not done. So you will need to bake them for 2 minutes more. Bake them at an even lower temperature. You can reduce the temperature now to 140 degrees Celsius. Bake them for 2 minutes more and wait for them to cool down. Check if they are they have crisped up, or if they are still soft in the center. You can bake them for 2 minutes more at 160 degrees Celsius. So this way you will get excellent results. And then allow your cookies to cool down properly before packing them in an airtight container. If your cookies have not cooled down and you shift them to the container or you pack them, they will turn soggy the next day, because moisture kills cookies. So you don't want any moisture in your cookie recipe. You don't want any moisture in your cookies once they are done. So let them cool down properly. And on rainy days, this will be really difficult, and your cookies might still turn soggy sometime. So you can place them in the air fryer. Preheat your air fryer or your baking appliance, and then place your cookies and let them bake them for 2 minutes more, so they will crisp up again. That's it from my side. If you have any other queries, please post in comments and I'll be happy to help.